Hi there, my name's Bri, and I have a confession. I'm a smalls hoarder, and I think a lot of you can relate. But you know what? I've got your back. This week, we're gonna work on it. We're gonna see how much we can get done. We're gonna conquer our smalls hoard. We can do this. I believe in you. Welcome to another episode of Show Me Your Junk. As you could tell from the intro, I've got a big problem with smalls, but they're fun to shop for, right? They're easy flips. Everybody loves them. They add up fast and they take up a lot of room. So today I figured I'd bring you along with me. We're gonna see how much we can get done, and I will show you how I flip these items for a profit. But please make sure you subscribe, because on Sunday I'll be bringing you part 2. I just had way too much to do. And speaking of too much to do, we should probably go get started. Okay, real quick backstory. Over the weekend, I cleared this wall in my office to become a staging wall for my furniture as my business is expanding. All of that stuff came out of the office, which is great, but then it landed in my guest room. I have big plans to make over this guest room furniture, so this stuff can't stay here. I'm gonna get it worked on, and we're gonna get it out of the way. I started Tuesday morning out bright and early. I wanted to get spray paint on these items because I knew that was going to be the longest step. All my spray painted items are dry. I'm going to be giving them a coat of white as well and distressing back the black. I call it my French country look, and it sells super well. I'm using Beadboard this time. It's more of a true white, a little cooler than White Swan. And we will give everything 1 to 2 coats. I'm cheating a little here and drying things a little faster using my Wagner heat gun. It's super hot, you've got to be careful, but it sure does help. Here is a look at everything with a good coat and a half, and I did go ahead and grab a couple mirrors from the garage. I'm going to go ahead and distress. The amazing thing about DIY paint is that it is water soluble until it's sealed. It is so cold here today in Kansas. My garage is freezing. There's no way I would want to go down there and sand anything. So having the luxury of being able to paint with this VOC-free paint and wet distress and not make a huge sanding mess is amazing. Watch all the detail being revealed on these roses. It comes out so pretty, and this is a very satisfying process, not gonna lie. You can see down here at the bottom of the lamp, I got some beautiful crackling when I used the heat gun. So if you don't want crackling, you need to be very careful. If you want a little crackling, you can totally achieve that effect. Just make sure you don't burn your paint. You can 100% do the wet distress technique on the wood too. Obviously my rag here is not sopping wet. I've just got the little corner wet, and look what a beautiful distressing that gives it. So like I was saying, you know, without scratching it with sandpaper, you're giving it a really authentic look. All right, are you guys a taper or a scraper? Comment below. So when I'm doing the batch painting and trying to get through everything, I do all of one step at a time. I painted everything, I distressed everything, now I'm getting it all cleaned up and sealed. Then I will move on to either pricing it for my booth, staging it for my website, or putting it into my own decor. You know, I've got my DIY clear wax. It's buttery smooth. I love the consistency. It's going to make sealing all of these a piece of cake. Just using a soft, clean cloth here and applying an even thin layer. I'll use a paper towel, wipe off any excess, and it is done. So you can see this is a great way to get a lot done at once. Let's take a closer look at these things. It is a big goal of mine to get a lot more things loaded onto my website since I have so many awesome new viewers. It is listed in my description box below, upcycledbybri.com. For batch 2, I pulled some red items out of my booth yesterday at my Adams location. These things have been hanging out through the Christmas season. They're not selling, so we're gonna give them a refresh. This is going to be my second French country look. I'm going to be using DIY Apothecary and white wax. I love this combination, and notice here that I've got several different types of material. Metal, ceramic, wood, MDF, you name it, DIY paint will stick to it. If you end up loving Apothecary, you can find it on my site, upcycledbybri.com, and I do have it in stock at both of my locations. Those are down in the description box as well. If y'all don't have a Lazy Susan, get you one. They're usually only a couple dollars at the thrift store, and they make painting items like this so much easier. Look at the coverage, red to green in one coat. And once again, all of these items are getting a coat of clear wax, and then we will move on to the white wax. Okay, I had to slow it back down for these highlights here. Look at this texture. So this was that manufactured chippiness, right? That was on there before. Now, when I take the white wax over this, it is going to pop just beautifully. When I'm waxing the urns, I do a crosshatch pattern. That just means I'm going horizontal and vertical. You can make some great, amazing textures with just this wax. I couldn't help myself on the vintage rolling pin. I had to bring a little bit of that carnival red back through. So now you've got Apothecary next to carnival red. Beautiful. All of the items in this second French country technique are now part of my spring collection on my website, which means they are available for shipping. Hop on over to upcycledbybri.com to check them out. With just a coat of paint and a coat of wax, these pieces have a brand new look. I love the way they turned out. What about you? We ready to see the guest room? Wah wah. Okay, y'all. This week I had negative temperatures in Kansas. It was tax week. My kid was home from school all week and I did not get it all done. But come back on Sunday and I promise this is going to look different and I will have more thrift flips for you. To make up for the lack of before and afters on my guest room, I am going to show you guys what I did with my bundt pans. I showed them in a thrift haul and then I never showed the finished project. I apologize, a ton of people asked, so here we go. This is my dining room. I am going to hang 4 of my bundt pans, which is not all of my collection, above my sliding glass door. We don't have curtains back here. This leads out to the backyard. People can't really see in, so I'm not going to have to worry about curtain rods being in the way, and I wanted to add a nice touch up here. I hope today's video brought you a ton of inspiration to just get in there and get some stuff done. Be sure to come back on Sunday. I'll have part 2. And next Thursday, I've got a very special video coming with another highly requested tutorial. If you think you have a friend that might enjoy this video, please share it with them and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed these thrift flips. That way I can bring you the videos that you like the best. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, friends.